Okay, it's September 22nd, Thursday, 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Quick update, real quick. Let me get the disclaimer out of the way real quick. I am not a financial advisor, and please do your own research. This is not to be considered financial advice. So, million pool is still at pool rate still zero. Whales or investors have been pulling out their tokens. A couple of days ago, I remember posting on my Twitter page, it was like 376,000, and we're now at 266. So, like 100,000 have been taken out. And we had that whale that was selling yesterday. I was kind of going over it. At the time, he had sold like 4,000, but he sold it all. He or they or she, they sold for like 14,000 tokens yesterday, and a lot of people were scooping them up. And real quick, the proposal that's ending today. You've got a few hours left if you want to vote on that. Let me just go to my Twitter page because I've been kind of posting these updates as they happen. But things are happening pretty fast right now. The main thing is, we had that 14,000 tokens sold. The price dropped almost 30% or more. The people that got the dip really did really well. Let me see if I could pull something up here that could show that. Because as soon as I had woke up from a nap yesterday and did that, uploaded that stream yesterday, then I kind of went right back to bed, but I should have stayed up because a few more minutes, the price dropped down to like below $2. And I saw some sales and buys, pretty big buys, like 300 or so below the $2 range. So if you got that, congratulations. And now you're up, 33%. So, congrats, man. I would have loved to get down there at below $2. Maybe I'll get another chance if the markets continue to tank. So that's the main news. There is, where are we? This is the holders for the million token. The top one, of course, being the million pool. But if you come down to this fc12 wallet, it's got that 12,854. I've been keeping an eye on this wallet. I've mentioned it before in the past, and they keep buying a lot. Like yesterday, they loaded up big time. They bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 300 million token at a time. And I remember when they were just cracking 10,000, and now they got 12,854. So I don't see too many people talking about this wallet, but if you pull it up, they've got over 1 million. Value of the in this particular wallet, but it's really like 5 million or so, right? If you pull up like Abzeron or something, it's like 5.5 million in one wallet. And if you look at the history of this wallet, today's 22nd, yeah. It's constantly gobbling up, or it's very, very active. So maybe the community could talk about this and other people can do the research. But is this like a bot wallet, or is this an investor, or is this an exchange? That's an awful lot of money for one person to have in one wallet. Okay, so another thing that caught my eye about this wallet is this Akita Inu, $123,000 value, 977, whatever that big number is. You go to like CoinGecko, you put that in there. You go to the Explorer, you put that in there. And then you click holders, and they're like number 16 listed, top holder, right? Below some of these exchanges like MEX and Gate and Hotbit, Pullinex, Gate, OKX. But I remember I was watching this wallet, and they were number 7 at one time, and they still haven't sold. So, if it's an exchange, if this is an exchange wallet and they're just gobbling up million token. They've got 12,000, 1.2% of the supply, and they haven't sold, right? If you go back here and look, they're just gobbling up dollar cost averaging. So, I'll just throw a little bit of hope out for you. Like if this was, it says transfer out to Gate. So that could be an investor. As if it was an exchange, why would you send it out to Gate? Well, I was going to say, if this was an exchange wallet, that would be something to be hopeful for in the future that, an exchange is loading up on Million Token and would be listed somewhere. But we have a couple exchanges already, right? We have Gate. I don't know if ZT Global is still active. That Biloxi or something doesn't have good, like high reviews. They got hacked for like 20 million at one point, and they're like in seashells or something like that. And you have to KYC to get any withdrawals out. So I would not recommend that at all. So I would stick with really just Uniswap or some decentralized exchange or quick swap. I wouldn't even mess with Gate. I've tried. I think I told you I tried ZT Global, but it wasn't worth it. There was no volume there. But yeah, take a look into this wallet fc12, and they've just got so much stuff. If you click on tokens here, and this is again appzeron.io website, you can plug in an address and see what they have. They've got some create some assets I've never even seen before. Just like, could this really be one person's wallet? $5.5 million wallet. And you click up here with history. They don't have any really NFTs, but they've got transactions happening like a lot. I guess it could be one person, but they are gobbling up and they definitely bought big yesterday. Probably another 1,000 or so. So that's it for the news. That's the updates for the pool, the updates, the 14,000 that were sold by that one wallet yesterday. And I think the wallets that I have been watching that were like buying and selling, they were caught completely off guard for the most part. They're still holding on to what they would have liked to have sold earlier, I'm sure. But yeah, for the most part, I think nobody expected somebody would sell 14,000 Million Token basically in a very short time in one day. You're just kind of dumping on yourself. You should let the market absorb it a little bit and whatever. But I know people are probably wondering themselves, is the pool going to be replenished? If it isn't, just be happy that we got the free Million Token. And I know the gas right now for ETH is really low. At the time I'm talking is 5. So you could unstake your tokens for like less than $1, like probably under 80 cents even. But if the whales are going to dump like yesterday, I'm glad they're doing it now, because if we're buying, we're just going to get, tokens at around $2 or less. If this continues, if let's say the pool isn't replenished after a couple of weeks or a month or so, and people just are like, okay, I guess it's not going to replenish, I'm going to sell. And we're still in this, downward, trajectory for crypto. If we're in it for the long term, be happy that you have the opportunity to buy it cheap and to reduce your dollar cost average. So I did notice this and posted on Twitter also, this line here at 19,600. That was acting as support, and now it seems to be acting as resistance. Also on my Twitter page, I posted this. If you pull up, Bitcoin on the monthly candles, the previous support for the RSI at like 44 is now, it looks like it's acting as resistance. So, if we are going down into recession type atmosphere, when we break this, it could be a sign that, the bull market might have started. But I don't think people are really, mentally prepared for, months and months on hand for if people are waiting for the Fed to pivot, which is another good question to ask, is like, when do you think the Fed is going to pivot, right? Well, they pivoted in like the financial crisis, when the housing bubble popped, it had corrected like 50%, right? Before they started, quantitative easing or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that was back here. Let me just take another measure move from the top to the bottom. Was a 57% correction. So if you take that logic and you like do it to here, like when is the Fed going to, pivot? It could be, let me keep going down. If we reach the level somewhere around, the COVID crash levels, they're going to be under a lot of pressure to, reverse, or they might be under a lot of pressure to reverse when, the elections come up. So I still think we have some more downturn. So I'm patient buying Million Token. You know, I didn't get a chance to buy it at $2 or less. I went to bed, but I may still get an opportunity. But if that whale keeps buying, that's got 12,854. As the price drops, he's just gonna gobble up more. I may not get the opportunity to buy. But so be aware, the whales are buying. People on the socials are commenting about how they were lucky to buy some at some really good prices. And I see some good graphics coming out. I think it was Discord. I think there are a lot of graphics coming out, so that's good to see. And I do want to keep this short, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Just want to give you those updates, and looking forward to seeing what you guys think. What that wallet is, this fc12 wallet. Do you think it's an individual? Do you think it's a bot? Do you think it's an exchange? Comment down below. Discuss in the socials. I'll be looking forward to reading them. Thanks. If you like this type of content, give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And obviously, please share.